much portion. Okay. We don't have much portion to cover. It's just a small part that's left. And I think that will be done in another one and a half, an hour, most probably, I believe. So, so the last few principles of ethics. So, am I audible? Audible, right? Audible, and the screen,
Yes,
is it
ma'am.
visible? Sorry?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, for yesterday we learned about two principles, guys. Yesterday we learned about privacy, and the first one was fairness. So now let's go to the third principle, that is transparency. Transparency means we have to communicate to the owners regarding, how we are collecting the data, and how we are going to store that data, and how safe that particular data will be, or in future if we are going to use their data, how is it going to be used, and if we are going to share this data with anybody else, then how are we, or with whom are we going to share this particular data. That is known as transparency. So when organizations actually collect data, they should communicate everything very transparently. So you might have seen these cookies when we go to a new site or something. They will be, they will actually give us pop up message there, accept or reject cookie. So if they are actually, so what are cookies? Cookies are text files that contains pieces of data. For example, these cookies will store your username or your password, or when you enter a particular website or a browser. So when you log in, this cookie will actually help the computer identify who you are. That is why even if you back off from a particular page, in future if you log in using the same mobile device or your computer, the cookie will be like, okay, hey Lakshmi, the message will just pop up. Or if you have already added some item in your cart, that item will be still there in your cart because the cookies knows that it is you who have logged in. So that is cookies. So in case if they are using cookies, they have to
Excuse me,
actually, okay, all right,
ma'am. Can you hear me?
Nisarga, you okay?
Ma'am, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Like, can you start from the beginning, ma'am? Because we haven't settled down yet.
What happened here? What happened?
Ma'am, can you start from first, ma'am? We could not hear you.
You're not hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Now
What
we are
happened?
now we are able to hear, ma'am. Can you start?
Oh, okay. Your the screen was not. I mean, the speaker were not working.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it working now?
Ma'am, we are attending from our phones, like phone itself.
Oh my God. Then okay, fine. I understand. Okay, then you just keep it there. Oh my God. Then that will be too much, right? Every one of you will be using your phones.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, my God. Okay. Okay. Just let me know if there are, if you guys can't hear something, or then just let me know. Okay. Maybe you can just place one, maybe you can do like, just put one mobile on speaker mode and keep it at the front, and then you can just look at the screen instead of, playing in every phone. Maybe too much voice will be there, right? So maybe just one phone at the in the front of the class, and then you just look at the screen. Maybe whatever works for you guys, you can do that. Okay, so we have to be very transparent. In case if we use cookies, there should be a written policy. How are we going to use the cookie? How we will be? How are we going to collect the data? If we collect the data, how are we going to secure store the data? We have to explain everything in case we are using a cookie. And after the customer reads that pop-up message, we should give the customer an option to accept or reject. Okay. For example, let me just show you one. Let me just check. Mm, Let me see if I can find some pages with cookies. See guys, these are, I hope you can see my page. It's Unilever. Is it clear? You can see my page, right? Unilever's page.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So these are basically dear cookies. Okay. So this page, this will pop up. It will ask, okay, whether, see, performance cookie. If you just click, you can read everything here. See, targeting cookies, functional cookie. So if I'm okay with everything, I can just click confirm my choice. If I don't want any of these cookies, just deactivate these cookies or click no. We can do that as well. So usually whenever you go into pages, new pages for the first time and all, you will see these cookies. So these, yes or no, these things, these little files, these are known as cookies. Okay. So what is written here? Where if you are using cookies in future, you have to basically tell them why we are using these cookies, or how we are going to collect the data, and how we are going to save or store these data. Okay, so what are cookies? Cookies are nothing else but text files containing small pieces of data. It will contain pieces of data. For example, it will contain information like your password, your username, your password. Yeah, and it will help the device understand that it is Nisarga who have logged in. So those are known as cookies. So next, okay, so this is about transparency. So next one is ownership. So you have to always keep in mind who's the owner of your data. It's you. It's nobody else, but it is you. If Nisarga or Charulata or Rakshita, whoever, if you guys have logged into a particular system, you have given your data, then you have to keep in mind it is your data. It is not that particular company's data. It is your data. So there are basically even when we use a social media, when we use Instagram or something, when we like a particular post, when we comment there something, these are all our data. So from irrespective of whether it's social media or whatsoever, data can be generated from any source, and the owner of that data remains that individual. This is an MCQ question. Who's the owner of your data? It is you and not the company. Please keep in mind, not the company. You are the owner of your data. So you should be able to access it. If you need, you should be able to access your data. You should be able to correct your data. And in future, if you feel like deleting your data, you should have the authority or the privilege to delete that data as well. So who owns your data? It is you. So without your consent, nobody should be collecting your data. If someone collects your data without your consent or your acceptance, then that is similar to stealing. Like stealing somebody's, somebody's personal item. So it is equal to stealing. So you should obtain consent before accessing anyone's data. It can be a signed form. Like for example, if you visit a new website, they will be like, okay, terms and condition, I accept or I reject. They will give you that option. So it can be through a signed agreement. It can even give you terms and conditions. They can do that, or even through cookies or whatsoever. But they need to get your consent. Consent will also be needed in future if they want to share your data with anybody else. They should get your consent first. Without your consent, they cannot use your data. Next, so we learned about, first was fairness, we learned about privacy, third we learned about transparency, fourth principle ownership, and the fifth principle is accountability. So ethics, four principles were honesty, HF fairness, responsibility, objectivity. Here when it comes to data ethics, five principles are transparency, privacy, okay, and transparency, privacy, ownership, accountability, and the other one was, I forgot. One second. What was the other one? Transparency, fairness. The other one is fairness. So the last one is accountability. So what is accountability? If something goes wrong with your data, who are answerable? That company, that organization is answerable for their consequences. If anything goes wrong, if someone misuses your data, then who is accountable, who is answerable? That organization is answerable. If anybody violates your if anybody violates your privacy whatsoever because of a mistake from that company's end, then who are answerable? The company is answerable, the organization is answerable. If the data gets leaked, then who has to take responsibility? The company has to take responsibility. If I upload my data in Unilever's website or in L'Oreal's website or even in anyone's website, and if someone leaks that data, who is responsible? That company. Unilever is responsible. So that is accountability. So now, last point, what is personally identifiable information? And we are going to learn about a few data protection regulations in various countries. So first, what is PII? Personally identifiable information. This we learned when we started data ethics itself. We learned this particular point. Personally identifiable information, or PII, is any information that can be used to identify a particular person. I mean, for example, your Aadhaar number. I can identify that it is Nisarga if I have her Aadhaar number. So these kind of personally identifiable information. Okay. So personally identifiable information can be used to confirm a person's identity. But sometimes criminals can also use your personal information to steal your identity. They can get your Aadhaar card number and then apply for a credit card and misuse your details and apply for a credit card. So, because of these technological advancements, criminals do have various opportunities for basically misusing your data. So, it is very important that we safeguard your data as well. So once a guy has a possession of your personally identifiable information, for example, they have your Aadhaar number, they have your address, all those things, they can even apply for a credit card with your name, and then they can apply for any services with your details, right? So, and sometimes even certain companies collect these personal information and sell it as well. There are certain people online who collect these personal identifiable information from different people and sell it. For them, your personal information is kind of like their inventory. Because what is inventory? Inventory is something that we sell to a third party and make money. So similarly, they can even use your personal information and sell that as well. For example, maybe in Kerala, I don't know if how far that's happening in Karnataka. In Kerala, if you attend a education fair, okay, you attended a education fair somewhere, and then you know what will happen later on. N number of colleges will call you and say, "Hi, Anusha, do you want to take admission in my institute because we do have this course, and then these are our fee structure, etc." Many colleges will call you. So how these colleges get your information? It is because you have attended an education fair or something, and then they sold your inventory. Okay, not your inventory, they sold your details to a third party. That happens everywhere. So that can also happen. Have you encountered those kind of incidents where a college or some education institute or CSEMA institute have called you and then asked, do you want to take admission? Did you go through any such incidents?
Yes, ma'am.
I intentionally asked this question just to know that whether you guys are there or not. Thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot. So yes, that is literally they are taking your inventory. In Kerala, that's a big business. Okay. So here, if these events and all, they will come and tell you, if you sponsor us, we will give you our students' database, and then they will ask for sponsorship. So everybody actually gives them sponsorship. They will pay like, okay, this much amount, you give us a stall, and then they will have a stall there, they will have visibility, everything. But they will also get your data, they will also get your contact number, your parents number, your address, and then after that their admissions team will call you and say, oh, we do have these courses, do you want to take admission? That happens everywhere. So that is happening as well. So people actually misuse your personally identifiable information. So there has been various laws, okay, across these countries. In many countries, there are very strict laws. In India, we don't have anything so strict. That's why this is happening in India. But in other countries, there are very strict laws. So first one, data protection laws actually address data privacy, Privacy means the control, how to control the collection, use, and spreading of your data. Second is data security, means how to protect your data from unauthorized use, or in case if someone misuses, accesses your data, how to respond. So, data protection laws, there are data protection laws for data privacy and data security. So, there are two terms, data privacy and data security. What is data privacy? How to control the collection, use, and dissemination of personal information. Then what is data security? How to protect personal information from unauthorized access. That is security. Why do we need a building security? In every flats we have a security. So why security? Security will say, no Baba, you're not allowed here. Give me your ID. Otherwise you cannot enter the building. That is data security. Security guard. Similarly, data security. Next is privacy. Privacy means why do we have curtains, everything in our home? To basically, so that we have some sort of privacy, right? So control the use, collection, and dissemination. So these two things. So basic principles in data protection law include how our information will be collected and how they are going to delete it, or when it's not needed, how they are going to delete it, or in future how they are going to share it. So we do have data protection laws in these three regards. However, you have to keep in mind that it is not just the company's responsibility to protect your data. More than that, it is also your responsibility to protect your own data. We cannot always say like, oh, the company. No, we cannot blame anybody. We have to take responsibility as well. Sometimes it is us, it's our mistake as well. So we as an individual, we have to take responsibility of protecting our data as well. So there are few things. First is dumpster diving. Dump means waste, right? Trash. So dumpster diving means, so we are going to learn about three things here. Dumpster diving, for example, a company, okay, certain people might basically get data from a company's trash means from waste bin. They will break into our computers trash, and then from there they might actually get data. That is known as dumpster diving. So they will get into our trash, deleted files, or even physical can also happen. That is why after using we took a printout of a contract or something very confidential. After that we basically, what is that called, what is that, shredder. We use shredders. Shredder means it will basically tear the paper into a million small pieces. Those are shredders. It's a machinery. So we use those kind of shredders, so that nobody can, once we are throwing that data away, no one else makes use of that. So if someone takes advantage of your data from a trash, that is known as dumpster diving. Next is social engineering. Social engineering means they will basically, they will deceive, they will trick employees. So they will send a fraudulent email, okay, that email will be fraud. And then even through phone calls, they will call you, and then they will be like, okay, so basically they will be like, oh, I'm a friend, I work in this particular department, can you please give these details. So sometimes they send you fraudulent emails, spam emails, and all that, and then they will ask you to disclose your information. That is social engineering. Next is phishing. Phishing means they will use spam email and deceive. They will send these spam emails, and then sometimes you will get emails like, oh, you have won a lottery. Those kind of things are, and then they will ask to transfer this 1 crore rupee into your bank account. We need your bank account details, this code, social security number, password, these. Those are phishing. So phishing means spam email, okay, and they will ask you to disclose everything. That is phishing. Social engineering means they will friendly, they will act like a friend, they will be next to you, and then they will basically deceive the company employees, and then they will get your passwords, everything through a fraudulent email. Fraud email, okay. So if you see fraud email, it's social engineering. Spam means phishing. Phishing, spam. Fraud email, social engineering. Trash, dumpster diving. Guys, is that clear? Did you understand those three?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Anisha. So next is data protection laws in United States and in various countries. You don't need to by heart everything. There is few laws that you need to understand really well. So first is US, United States. In US, basically it's similar to our country. You might be knowing in United States there are different states. Okay, different states similar to India. Just a second, guys. So in United States, there are different. There is a obviously there's a central government and there are different states, just like in India. Okay, we do have various states, right? Similarly, it's very similar. So there are various laws in USA. So every state can actually make their own laws as well. So first one is Federal Trade Commission, FTC Act. Federal Trade Commission. You see, these acts you just need to know. There are no much questions from this particular part. So just look into the name and then see if you can connect. Okay. So what is FTC? FTC, Federal Trade Commission Act. It is for prohibiting, for stopping unfair or deceptive practices. Okay. So here, in case if somebody as per this particular act, certain practices, if they are unfair privacy settings and all that, if a company has an unfair privacy setting, there is no option to accept or reject. There is an option only to accept. So in those cases, Federal Trade Commission Act can be used. Okay. So this as per privacy sector, certain companies do have these kind of privacy settings which are very difficult to change, that won't give us an option at all. So those kind of things fall under Federal Trade Commission Act. So sometimes when we go to a particular website and they will be like accept, yes or reject. And if a company doesn't give you that option, then FTC prohibits those kind of unfair practices. So FTC doesn't control banks or non-profit organizations or common carriers. So there are certain exceptions to FTC. Okay, so banks, non-profit and common carriers, FTC doesn't have any option to control. The rest FTC can actually control, because for these banks, everything, there are certain other laws as well. Then there is Communications Act of 1934. So communication. So this is for satellite carriers, cable operator, and mobile phone carrier, those kind of network carriers. See, you can see here communication. So just relate, and I won't say you need to buy heard, because there are no questions at all from this part. But in case if they ask, you should know. So just see here, there is communication. Communication means carrier, cable operator. Next, Fair Credit Reporting Act 1970. So this is about credit, consumer credit report. So when this has to do with collection and use of information in consumer credit report. Just like our CIBIL score, when they collect our information for credit reports, how they use that information and how to safeguard that. That falls under Fair Credit Reporting Act. Next, Cable Communication Policy Act. So this is protection of subscriber privacy. Cable subscribers, okay, cable subscribers privacy. Next is Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. See guys, don't get tensed. You don't need to buy hurt any of these. Questions were not asked from this part. But in future, if they ask, you should understand. You should link and understand. That's why I am explaining. You don't need to buy hurt, okay? Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. So this is about computer. So this is about, the act is about unauthorized access of protected computer. Next is Electronic Communication Privacy Act. So again, this is how the unauthorized access or interception of electronic communication, electronic data, how you communicate, how you collect, how you store. Video privacy related to video rental and streaming. if we are sharing a particular, a movie or something, how we are streaming, video privacy. Driver's privacy, it is governs the privacy and disclosure of personal information collected by state of department, motor vehicles department. They collect your data as well. MVD, in India we do have MVD, right? Motor vehicles department. So if they collect your data, and they have to protect your data as well. So in that regard, that department falls under Drivers Privacy Protection Act of 1994. Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. This one, when healthcare providers collect your data, how they have to collect and protect your data, that falls under Health Insurance Portability and Accountability. Next is children's online privacy. So children under the age of 13. Okay. So when they use these digital devices, so if that a company collects their information, that falls under this particular category. So parents have to sometimes give approval. Okay. If a children a consent, if a kid under 13 is visiting a page, your parental consent is needed. Next is Graham-Leach-Bliley Act. This one is a bit twisted. This is also known as Financial Services Modernization Act. Financial Services Modernization Act. Please, if you see this, the alternative name, then you might understand. Then it's very easy to understand. So what is Financial Services Modernization Act? This one is for regulates the use of non-public personal information by financial institution. So confidential information by financial institutions like banks, that falls under Graham-Leach-Bliley Act or Financial Services Modernization Act. Then next is Consumer Financial Protection Act. This one, consumer financial. So when this one, if in case of any, in case anyone unfairly uses your information, okay, when you are trying to get a financial service, in that case it will fall under this particular law. Next is federal securities laws. Securities laws means this one again is consumer data breach. If somebody misuses your data control, data security, then that will fall under Federal Security Act. Other than this, there are many laws. Every state do have their own laws and regulations. Just like in India, we do have a central government, and then every state can pass their own laws. Similarly, in America as well, you can do the same. Now, this is very important. This one is very important. GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. GDPR. Okay. General Data Protection. So, what is GDPR? General Data Protection Regulation. This is one of the world's strictest consumer privacy and data security law. So this is basically passed by the European Union. By European Union. One second here. So by European Union. So this is one of the world's strictest and even one of the oldest data security laws. So it requires every company in the world, no matter where you are, you might be in India, you might be in America, you might be in Africa, no matter where you are, you cannot mess with a European Union citizen's data. You cannot misuse a data of a customer from European Union. Then you are screwed. So any company or organization in the world, regardless of the location, have to follow the data protection standards and privacy rights of anyone in European Union. EU is European Union. Can you guys tell me which are the countries in European Union? European Union.
Don't know, ma'am.
Huh? Which are the countries in European Union? Don't Google. Don't Google. If but I know you guys won't. You guys are not. You guys are very simple pavam kutis. Oh, okay. Yes, Durai. France. Then. Brazil. Brazil is not European Union, if I'm not wrong. Austria, yeah. Brazil. No. Brazil is not European Union, dear. Yeah. That's South American country. UK was actually part of Austria, France, Germany. Yes, Germany, Italy. These are all European Union. Okay, so basically, okay, so yeah.
Sweden.
Sorry, Sweden, Sweden, right? Yeah. So Belgium, Bulgaria,
Italy.
yeah, Poland. Yes, these are all European Union, guys. There are almost 28 countries in European Union. Denmark, Estonia, Luxembourg. These are all European Union. Yes. UK was actually part of European Union, Dure, but then UK basically left European Union in 2019, if I'm not wrong. But I heard you might have heard about Britain exit. They exited European Union because, when Britain was in European Union, if you visit UK, it was exactly like how in Kerala now we have too many Bengalis here and there, everywhere, for all these jobs, these blue collar jobs, or not even blue collar, for this what do we call, for agriculture, these kind of stuff. We do have too many Bangladeshis available here in Kerala as well, low cost labor. So similarly in UK, when UK was part of Europe, it was filled with people from European Union, from Poland and all these places. I mean, from cleaning staff to, cleaning staff, or let's say plumbers or electricians. These kind of jobs were all mostly done by European Union people, and they faced a lot of issues. UK did face a lot of issue, and then UK actually separated from European Union. So UK is actually a separate country now. However, I heard UK is planning to come back to European Union because European Union is giant. They are giant. What about Ukraine? Ukraine joined European Union. Yes. Ukraine is part of European Union. Ukraine joined European Union when recently, if I'm not wrong. Ukraine, I believe very recently. Yes, very recently. I believe, yeah. 2023 or so. Decided to open, yeah. Denmark is part of European Union. Ukraine, there were negotiations going on with Ukraine. I believe it's still part of Ukraine. Founding, it has been in the process of. Okay. Applied, joining. One second. Ukraine is Ukraine. It is one of the 9 candidates. No. Dear, only the discussions are going on. Dure, the discussions are going on. Discussions, but it's not yet approved. Yeah, not yet approved. That's what yeah. Discussions have been, because it's been so long since 2022. The discussions to join European Union is going on, but Ukraine has not officially joined European Union yet. Ukraine wants to join quickly. Yeah. Even now, 15 minutes ago, the discussion, they have not closed it yet. It's still going on. Ukraine wants to join EU quickly. That won't be easy. Yeah, there's an article released just a few minutes ago. So yeah, they have not officially joined, but they are in the process of joining European Union. So basically, European Union's GDPR is one of the oldest data protection laws in the world, and it's very strict as well. So if you are a European Union citizen, no matter, you might be Durai might be a citizen of Poland, and I am in India, and I misused Duray's information, then I can still be, I can still fall into this particular law, GDPR. So, this particular law is for reducing or for minimizing or for preventing harm against the European Union citizens. So, they believe data privacy is one of the basic human rights, just like our freedom of speech or our human rights here in India. Similarly, data privacy is a fundamental human right in Europe. Okay, such a great thing, right? In India, we can just dream, but in Europe, no, that's a fundamental human right. People own their own information, and it is the particular human being or the individual who decides what to do with their information. So, some of the world's first specific data protection law was, this is a MCQ question. This was enacted in Germany in the 1970. So since 1970, they do have these data protection, etc. in Europe. Because you might have heard about Nazi and all that, Nazis. So back then itself, Germany have suffered a lot. So from then, they are basically very much protective. So in the 21st century, European Union understood there is certain needs. We need to amend certain laws, and European Union's GDPR came into picture in 2018. So there were laws since 1970, and GDPR came into existence in 2018. So there are basically 6 rights as per GDPR. First one, the right to access the data. So as per GDPR, the individual have the right to access your own data. If you have given your data to a particular website, then you have the right to access your data. Second, if you have done any mistake, you have the right to correct your data. You have the right to correct your data. You can request to correct your data. Third, portability. Portability means if you want to move your data from one website to another website, then you have the right to transfer your data. Transfer. Portability means transfer. Erasure means you have the right to delete your data. Next is consent. You have to give your consent before, if a particular company wants to sell your data, they have to get your consent. It might be even if it's for advertising, they have to get your consent. Last, appeal. If anything goes wrong, you have the right to appeal. Okay? Individuals have the right to appeal. A business's delay, if you have requested for erasure or you requested for porting and the business rejected your request, then you have the right to appeal. Please learn these 6 points. It's very important. So you have the right to access, correct, port, erasure, consent, appeal. Access, correct, port, erasure, consent, appeal. Access means to use, correct means to amend, port means transfer, erasure means delete, consent means if they want to sell, they have to ask you first. Appeal means if they rejected any of your requests, you can go and appeal. Okay, that's it. Then GDPR also, if a particular company wants to process your personal data for legal or whatsoever, they have to get your consent or legitimate interest. They have to get your consent. Okay. Other than that, they cannot use your data. So now, we are going to discuss about 2 more countries, 2 or 3, 2 more. Australia and Canada. There is a law in Australia that is known as Privacy Act of 1988. Same thing, collection, storage, and use of data. Okay, so the law in Australia is known as Privacy Act of 1988. So this particular act applies to the government, the Australian government, and even to private companies in Australia. Okay, and later they actually amended when it's healthcare information and all that, they amended here and there. Next is in Canada, the name of the law is known as Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act. Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act. That is the law in Canada. Okay. So if they are using your data for some commercial purpose, how do they use it? That falls under this particular law in Canada. So that's all about data ethics. So guys, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sirs. So, now let's go to the questions. We don't have much question. Only 7 questions from this unit and then you can go home today. So, the first question. Which of the following principles of data ethics best addresses the ethical obligation of companies to prevent AI model from perpetuating discrimination based on historical biases in the data they collect? ABCD. Fairness, transparency, ownership, privacy. Where did we learn this?
Ma'am.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you can't see my screen. Hi. Here. Done. ABCD. Come on. When did I speak about AI? If you listened, then you will understand the point really well. Where did we speak about AI discrimination? I said if you apply for a job interview, you are from Karnataka and I'm from Kerala. If you teach the model, then the model will not understand. When did I teach this? When did I say this? It's fairness. Is it transparency? Sneha. Okay, Sneha said A. Okay. Okay, Sneha. What about others? Navneeta. Okay, Navneeta. Yes, you're right. Others, Anusha. Then Nisarga, Charulata, Rakshita. Who else? Santosh. Okay, Anusha. Yes. Okay. Durai. Enga pochu Durai. Anusha, you're right. Yes, guys. Yes. Okay, Durai. Soundar is on leave. Santosh. Santosh Subramaniam. Which one? And Arun Mori is on leave, I think. Santosh. Santosh. Mongorungom. D. Santosh. No, Santosh. No, Santosh. That is not privacy, Santosh. We learned it under fairness. We should be fair. Okay, we shouldn't discriminate. Discrimination is against fairness. So, fairness. Second, which of the following statements best capture an important ethical consideration when companies and AI model use the data they collect? This is very easy. Soundar is with me. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Dure. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Okay, Soundar. Yeah. Sneha, Anusha both responded. But what? I'll kill you both. I'll kill you both. I'll kill you both. Who owns the data? Sneha? Oh, yes, Durai. Durai. Anusha? How could you say that? Yes, Santosh, you are right. Nisarga. Navneeta. Yes. Okay, guys, yes. Majority of you guys are right. Guys, it can never be B. Why it can? Who owns the data? Companies. No, companies don't own the data. You own your data. So that is wrong. Companies own the data. No, that statement is entirely wrong. So ethical handling involves you have to be transparent how to use your data. You have to be fair. You have to maintain accountability. Next. Why do governments regulate the protection of PII? Why do governments regulate the protection of personally identifiable information? To facilitate the sharing of personal data between businesses for improved services, to prevent criminals from using PII to commit identity theft and other crime, to ensure that companies can freely use, To encourage the collection of as much. Okay, first is sharing. Come on, guys. Okay, Navnita. Okay, Durai. Okay, Anusha. Santosh, yes. Ah, Santosh C. Santosh A. Santosh A. Sneha B. Santosh C. Santosh. Santosh, you are breaking my heart in between, Santosh. Anusha, Sneha, yes, yes, yes. Yes, guys, you are all right. Why? To prevent criminals from misusing personal identifiable information. Santosh, companies cannot use your data for marketing purpose. No, 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 no. They cannot. They have to get your consent. They cannot. Is it clear, dear Santosh? Is it clear? Why is it not C? Did you understand? The other question as well, did you understand what went wrong? Okay, done. Guys, please, in case if you don't understand anything, you can consider me as your sister. Don't You can consider this as a one-on-one tuition session. Don't worry, you can leave me a message. Okay, if you don't understand anything, leave me a WhatsApp message. Okay, or Instagram, or wherever you are comfortable, leave a message. Don't think like, oh, she's in Kerala, I cannot ask her doubt. No, nothing like that. You can please feel free. I have such a relation with all of my students. So whenever you have a doubt, please feel free to send a message. Don't worry about that. Next. Which of the following is a key requirement of the European Union's GDPR? Key requirement. Requirement. Please be careful. Okay, Nisarga. Yes, Nisarga, so fast. Durai. Okay. Others. Anusha. Okay. Okay, Sneha. Santosh. What do you think? Okay, Santosh. Yes. I hope Sounder is also able to answer. Yes, you are right. Right to request deleted means erasure. You are absolutely right. Next. To whom does the European Union GDPR apply? Navanita, Navanita, I will kill you. Navanita, no. Durai is right. Okay, Nisarga. You broke my heart, Nisarga. Sneha, Santosh. Yes, Santosh. Yes. Okay, guys, see here. Any organization in the world that processes data of an individual in European Union. Okay, so not any company in European Union. No, that is wrong. Only company in European Union. No, I might be an Indian company. I'm here in India, but I process data of a citizen in Europe. Then I will fall under GDPR. And only governmental entity in European Union? No, not just government, even private company, anybody. If you guys are in Europe, even if somebody misuses your data, that company will fall under GDPR. Next. Which of the following best defines data ethics? Same definition we have actually learned. So this is very easy. Yes, Santosh, the last one was right. Okay, Nizarga. Yes. Okay, Sneha. Navnita. No dear. Uh-huh. Durai. Durai. No, 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 no. Anusha, let me see what you have replied. Yes, Anusha. Yes, yes, yes. A, guys, it's A. Data ethics is a branch of ethics that deals with moral obligations in exact. See, please by heart this definition, okay? Please by heart this definition. This was asked last year for the essay window. They asked this question, okay? Moral obligation in generating, collecting, sharing, and using PII, addressing issues such as fairness, privacy, transparency, ownership, and accountability. It is not just about AI. No, here only AI. No, it is about everything, not just AI. Can be anything. Then data ethics is primarily concerned with data protection with international regulations. No, dear, not international regulation. We don't have to follow these international. It's about everything. Everything. It can differ from country to country. Okay. Last one. Easy, easy, easy. ABCD. Which one? Great, Durai. You are right. Santosh, yes, you are right. Others. Sneha, aha, you are right. Navneeta, yes. Anusha, where are you? Yes, Anusha, right. Yes, guys, you are all absolutely right. Nisarga, yes, you are right. One of the oldest was in Germany in 1970s. So that's all from ethics. So that's it, okay? So ethics was a very small part. So today, so we finally end our professional ethics session. So that's all. So from tomorrow, so we will meet after some time. You will be starting another paper from tomorrow. So that's all from section F, professional ethics. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to drop me a message. You can drop a message anytime, be it WhatsApp, Instagram, wherever you are comfortable. My Instagram ID is lekshmi.mj. You can follow me there as well. You can drop me a
Ma'am,
message.
Insta ID.
Sorry.
Instagram ID.
Yeah. Here. Dot mj. Lakshmi dot mj. Okay. So, Lakshmi dot mj, and you will see this in the Munji, this Munji there. You will see that. So you can drop me a message there as well. When will you be coming back? I'll definitely come back soon. Don't know, dear. I don't know. Someday for sure. I mean, it's not yet fixed. I don't know. Once your next sections will be done, then I will. We will start with our risk management session. So after a few weeks for sure. So till then, take care. Bye bye. And it was great meeting you all. And see you soon. Bye bye. Oh, I will definitely treat. When I come to Bangalore, we will go. We will go somewhere and then we will get a coffee for. What is your DP? Instagram. Wait, I'll show you. Oh,
Ma'am, we are
maybe
not getting your Insta ID.
maybe this one. Maybe without my spectacles, you couldn't understand. This one. Dot MJ. Without specs. That's the one. Sorry, dear, you guys said something I didn't hear.
We are not getting your ID, ma'am.
Sorry? I couldn't hear that. But if you have any doubts, please drop me a message. Okay? Until then, take care, study well, and
Ma'am, follow back.
sorry, dear.
Follow back, ma'am.
Follow, I will follow. For sure, I will follow. I will follow all of you. No worries, I'll follow. I'll follow every one of you. Don't worry about that. You guys are very special. Of course, I will follow. So, take care. See you. Bye bye. Bye bye. And I will miss you guys. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Take care, dear. Bye. Oh, what the. Durai, I didn't get You didn't get, wait. Then give me your ID. I'll follow. It's,
I will send in group. Ma'am, I am not getting your ID. Please send me.
it's Anu. This is Anusha, right? Yes, Anusha got mine. Done. I got Anusha.
No, ma'am,
During
I
what's
am not
yours? Put
getting
in
one.
chat. I will follow you. Put in chat. I will follow Duray. I'll follow you. Anusha got.
Students
Okay. Okay. Santosh, I got.
ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಇದು ಆಡ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಚಾರು
Who's
ಅಂತ
this
ಏನು
Proflex? Proflex.
ಸ್ನೇಹ
Okay, Sneha. Done. Got. Let me find Duray.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೀ
Wait. Sneha. Okay, Duray, done. I sent you a request. Then who? Done. Okay, Nisarga, done. Can Charulata, done. Okay, done. All right. So, take care. Bye bye. And see you soon.
ಬಾಯ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Bye, guys. Bye.